The Brise is here. Welcome back to Guys Time with the Brise, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. We got lots to talk about. Jared Goff signing an extension with the Detroit Lions. Big news coming out of Detroit yesterday, so I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Was it a good extension, or did we pay him too much? The Brise will give his thoughts about that. We got to talk about boxing. We got Alexander Usyk going up against Tyson Fury for the heavyweight championship this Saturday night, so we got to talk about that a little bit. The Stanley Cup playoffs have been crazy. 2 games on last night. Both of them were amazing. Then we got 1 game on tonight, the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche, they need some help. Dallas Stars looking pretty damn good there. And then, as always, on the podcast, we will end with UFC. We got a fight night this weekend. Edson Barbosa is in action, and in a couple months, June 1st, we got the lightweight championship on the line. Islam Makhachev, the UFC lightweight champion, defending this title against Dustin Poirier. Hopefully the Diamond takes care of business. That would be a great way to possibly end his career. He's talked about possibly this fight might be his last fight. So if he goes out on top as the new champ, that would be awesome. So yeah, we got to talk about those. But first, we got to talk about Jared Goff, the Jared Goff extension with the Detroit Lions. He signed a 4-year, $212 million contract, $53 million per year. That's a lot for a quarterback. It's only second behind Joe Burrow, who's got $55 million. He's getting paid $55 million per year. So it's the highest paid Detroit Lion in franchise history. It comes with $170 million guaranteed, and this is from CBSSports.com. But yeah, fresh off from a NFC Championship game. Unfortunately, they lost to the 49ers. But yeah, you extend him, so now we have to win a Super Bowl. It's either Super Bowl or bust. And I said before on the podcast, I said in my post on Instagram, we have to win a Super Bowl now. You sign this man to a huge extension, $53 million a year, 4 years, $212 million, 170 of it guaranteed. He's got to win a Super Bowl. This year, next year, in that 4-year span, they have to win a Super Bowl. So it was a lot of mixed feelings about it. I think it's a good signing, and maybe there's a little bias to that because I'm a Lions fan, but $53 million a year, that is kind of a hefty price that the Lions paid to keep Jared Goff here. But now he's got to prove himself. He's got to win a Super Bowl. I mean, we went to the NFC Championship last season. Now we got to win the Super Bowl, not just go to the Super Bowl. We got to win it all. That's it, man. So, but yeah, big news coming out of Detroit. How you guys feel about it? I think it's a good extension. It's a good signing. We need Jared Goff. He had a hell of a season last year, taking care of business. Unfortunately, couldn't finish the NFC Championship game against those 49ers to get us to the Super Bowl. But yeah, this is huge for Detroit Lions football. Obviously we had extensions a few weeks ago, rather. Amon-Ra St. Brown signing a big extension, and then Penei Sewell signing an extension to stay here. And then obviously we got, I think Dan Campbell signing an extension, Brad Holmes is staying put, and then Brad Johnson, our offensive coordinator, he's staying put with the Detroit Lions. So, or Ben Johnson rather, not Brad Johnson, Ben Johnson. He's staying with us as well. So yeah, I mean, the Lions definitely are setting up for success. Obviously, they want to win a championship now, so I like that mentality. Brad Holmes is the man. He knows what he's doing. But yeah, this extension for Jared Goff, thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. I like it. So now, like I said, now he's got to take care of business. He knows what to do. That whole team knows what to do now. They have to win a Super Bowl. So that's it. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a good extension, my opinion. I want to hear from you guys how you feel about it. Was it too much? Was it the right call, bad call? It just sucks that Hendon Hooker is going to be sitting behind the bench for a little while longer. Obviously Jared Goff has to stay healthy. You worry about that as well. He had one of the best offensive lines last year, so hopefully, that offensive line continues what they did from last year going into this season, and the Lions take care of business. So yeah, big extension for Jared Goff. Big news coming out of Detroit. Detroit Lions extending Jared Goff to a 4-year, $212 million contract extension to stay with the Lions. $53 million a year. $53 million a year. So big signing. I think it's great. I want to hear from you guys. So yeah, we got that, and also other NFL news. The regular season drops tonight at 8 p.m. So quick note on that. I went to a fish fry fundraiser in Mount Clemens this past weekend, last Saturday, and I actually won 3 tickets to go to any home non-primetime game for $25. For $25, I got the right card. I have a regular playing card deck. You guys play cards, and I got the right number and the right card, and for $25 I got 3 tickets and then a bunch of other prizes. A hat, some gloves, I think a bag. I gotta look at it, but yeah, 3 tickets to any home non-primetime game. I'm supposed to get a text or a phone call either later tonight or tomorrow. I picked a game, and yeah, I think it's gonna be me, my brother, and my dad. We're gonna go and watch the Lions this season, so that was awesome. So I'll definitely be going to Ford Field and watching the game this year. I haven't watched a Lions game in person in a few years, so it's nice that for only $25, I get to see the Lions play at Ford Field, and the seats are not bad. So I just want to point that out as well. But yeah, the regular season schedule drops tonight at 8 p.m. So we'll see the Lions schedule, and they got to kick ass this upcoming season. So with that being said, we got to hop over from the NFL, Jared Goff extension, Detroit Lions. We got to hop over to the Stanley Cup playoffs. They've been crazy. We had 2 good games on tonight. The Boston Bruins still alive. Florida couldn't pull it out. Couldn't move on to the next round. They let Boston come back. They win 2-1. So Florida still has a 3-2 lead, but now you got to go to Boston. I do believe they're playing Thursday or Friday night. So that series has been crazy. So yeah, Bruins taking care of business last night against the Panthers 2-1, and then you had the Oilers and the Canucks playing. That series has been back and forth, close games, 1-goal games it seems like with that series, and the Oilers took care of business at home 3-2. The series is tied 2-2. So the Battle of Canada continues. It's going to continue to be amazing like it's been since the start of that series. So, yeah, 2 good games on last night. Tonight, we only have 1 game. So, we have the Dallas Stars, who has a 3-1 lead against the Colorado Avalanche. Colorado just doesn't look good, man. They lost one of their star players, Nichushkin, for the rest of the playoffs. He's dealing with some health issues. So, hopefully he makes a full recovery with that. But, yeah, they just don't look good. I've seen a couple of these games between these 2 teams, and, yeah, Dallas is just on fire. They're just, 10 steps ahead of the Colorado Avalanche. So the Colorado has to take care of business tonight. They're on the road, unfortunately, at Dallas tonight, 8 p.m. I do believe it's on ESPN. So Colorado definitely has to win tonight, or, yeah, obviously they're done with a 3-1 deficit against the Dallas Stars. Dallas looks pretty damn good. I've said it before on the podcast. They look really damn good. So don't shy away from them. So Dallas Stars, Colorado Avalanche, you hockey fanatics, play some bets tonight, 8 p.m., ESPN. Should be a good one, but yeah, Colorado definitely needs a victory tonight, or else they're out. Pivotal game 5 too. So we'll see what happens with that, and then we got to talk about boxing. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, we have big main event going on this Saturday night. You got Alexander Usyk going up against Tyson Fury for the undisputed heavyweight championship. 12 rounds, big boys going at it in Saudi Arabia. So time is going to be different, time change. I'm not sure what time that pay-per-view starts, but I'll definitely have to look into that. But yeah, big boxing match between 2 heavyweights. So that should be very interesting with that. And then you got a UFC Fight Night as well this upcoming weekend. You got Edson Barbosa in action. He's still doing it, going up against Lerone Murphy. And then you got Chaos Williams. He's from Michigan, going up against Carlson Davis. So Harris rather. I might actually have to watch this card. So yeah, this Saturday, 7 p.m., the main card starts. Edson Barbosa, a legend, still doing it. And then Chaos Williams from Michigan competing as well. So in the co-main event. So yeah, you got Fight Night, boxing and mixed martial arts, and then UFC 302. We got a few weeks away. Saturday, June 1st. You got the lightweight championship on the line, as I mentioned earlier in the podcast. You got Islam Makhachev, the champion, defending the title against the Diamond Dustin Poirier. He's talked about possibly this might be his last fight. And if it is, I really hope he wins, goes out on top. He deserves it. He deserves to be the recognized, legit champion. He won an interim championship a few years ago, but he's got to be the undisputed lightweight champion. That would be awesome. And if it is his, like I said, if it's his last fight, it'd be a great way to end his career. He deserves it. He's one of the OGs. He's one of the greatest. I've watched a lot of his fights, man. He never disappoints. Win, lose, or draw. That guy never disappoints. He puts on a show. Even at 35 years old, he's still kicking ass. So yeah, I'm pulling for the diamond. Last time when he fought Benoit Saint-Denis, I went against him. But this time, Dustin Poirier, he's my guy. I want him to win against Islam Makhachev. But Islam, he's a very tough opponent. This is going to be Dustin's toughest fight, in my opinion. I mean, Islam's basically another Khabib, So we'll see what happens. Hopefully Dustin can handle himself. If he wins the championship, that would be fucking amazing. So you got that, the main event, 5 rounds for the UFC Lightweight Championship, Saturday, June 1st. On pay-per-view, and then the co-main event, you got Sean Strickland back in action, going up against Paulo Costa. That should be an interesting one. Kevin Holland's in action. When isn't he? That guy seems like he's on every other pay-per-view. See the rest of this card. Jailton Almeida, he's fighting. Randy Brown. Let's see. Yeah, and there's a few other fights there, but yeah, obviously. The main one, Islam Makhachev, the lightweight champion, defending his title against the Diamond Dustin Poirier. Let's go, Dustin. You can do it, man. That would be awesome if you went out on top. If indeed this is your last fight of your career, win that championship, man. That would be fucking awesome. So yeah, you got boxing this weekend. Alexander Usyk going up against Tyson Fury for the heavyweight championship. So that's boxing there, and you got UFC. Fight night, Barbosa versus Murphy, and then Chaos Williams from Michigan. He's competing as well on this Saturday night as well. So watch some fights this weekend, whether it's boxing, UFC, or both. You got the Stanley Cup playoffs on tonight, and then you got the regular season schedule for the NFL dropping tonight at 8 p.m. And then all you NBA fanatics, you got the NBA playoffs going on as well. And then golf, I think the PGA Championship, I think that's the next one. I think that's coming up pretty soon too. So all you golf fanatics, watch some golf and play some bets. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done today. So thank you so much for joining the Bryze on this edition of Guys Time at the Bryze. You already know the drill. It's like I'm repeating myself, right? You already know where to find me: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I'll do my magic here, and then you guys will be able to listen to me later today. But yeah, thank you for joining me. As always, you guys are amazing. And then yeah, watch some sports. Stanley Cup playoffs are on tonight. You got the Avalanche and the Stars. Play some bets. The NFL regular season schedule is going to be dropping tonight, so we'll see the Lions full regular season scheduled and see how that schedule plays out. And then you got fights coming on this weekend, so play some bets there. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, guys. So peace out. Thank you for joining me. You guys are as always, are amazing. Thank you for the support, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. See you later.